10:50 a.m. at Stony Creek. The air is thick with anticipation. David sits motionless in his small boat, his knuckles white as he grips the rod with desperate intensity. Every ripple on the water feels like a heartbeat. He casts the line, a silver arc against the morning sun, searching for the prize that could change everything. Suddenly, the silence shatters. The rod tip snaps downward with violent force. David digs his heels into the wooden deck, his breath hitching as he reels against the sudden tension. A 6-pound bass erupts from the depths in a spray of crystal water. He nets the fish, his hands trembling with a mixture of adrenaline and hope. But the water isn't done with him yet. Before he can even catch his breath, the rod bends again, nearly snapping under a massive, unseen weight. The boat rocks wildly, nearly tipping, as David lunges to stay upright. This is no ordinary fish. It is a force of nature. His muscles strain, burning with a fire that matches the midday sun. Minute after minute, the battle rages on. He ignores the agonizing ache in his shoulders and the sweat stinging his eyes. This is for his home, for Henry, and for everything they have left to lose. He fights the creature for 20 grueling minutes, a silent war between boy and beast. With a final guttural roar of pure defiance, he heaves a massive bass onto the deck. It is a monster of the deep, a record breaker. He checks his stopwatch, 11:50 a.m. There is no time to celebrate. He guns the motor, the engine screaming as he races toward the dock. At the pier, the atmosphere is electric. Chief Lionel Sanders stands like a statue, his gaze fixed on Banning. With a sharp command, the chief orders Banning to a remote post in the Marshall Islands. Banning freezes, shooting a venomous, hateful glare at Henry before marching away into exile. David leaps from the boat, collapsing into his grandfather's arms, his body spent, but his spirit soaring. He has done it. He has caught the fish that will save them. Henry checks the massive catch, but the joy on his face slowly withers into a mask of sorrow. He sighs, a heavy sound that cuts deeper than the wind. He points to the regulations, his voice barely a whisper. Because David turned 12 today, he is legally required to hold a fishing license. Without it, the record is disqualified. The world seems to go silent. David drops his head, the weight of the failure crushing him. The silence between them is heavy with the suffocating fear of losing their home. At the awards ceremony, the irony is bitter. They are forced to watch as a complete stranger accepts the top prize, the trophy gleaming like a mockery of their struggle. They prepare to leave in total defeat, the shadows of the pier growing long and cold. Just as hope vanishes, Shinji emerges from the crowd, his phone held high. He speaks with a clarity that stops them in their tracks. A major tackle manufacturer has reviewed the handcrafted lures Henry designed for David. They aren't just impressed, they are captivated. He announces a $100,000 down payment and a 15% profit share on one condition. Henry must join them as a partner. David looks up, seeing the tension in his grandfather's weathered face finally break into a wide, radiant grin. The house is saved. Their future is secure. Henry grips David's shoulder, his eyes bright with a new kind of fire. He gestures toward the vast blue horizon. "Are you ready for an ocean fishing trip?" he asks. "The journey is only just beginning."